January 5th of 2020, my 16-year-old daughter had a car accident and passed away.
When I first heard about it, I said, I don't know if I want to do this or not. You know, as a pastor, thinking I don't want people to know my stuff.
I had an experience in 2011 that was really bad. And I told the Lord, I said, I don't even want to be here. My first thought was, I didn't want to do it. I was thinking, I don't want to do that. Because I didn't want to get into it, you know. But I kept feeling a pull that it would be a good thing.
We are all needy people. We are all broken pieces that God is trying to put us back together. You can't just jump over and everything be all right. It is a process. And I'm in that process. But God is helping me and delivering me every day.
Learned how to go to prayer and ask God to take things out of my life. And so I asked him to do it, and you know what? The next day it wasn't dinner.
Praise the Lord.
If you ask, you receive.
We've had our stories and they're sad, but we are in Reboot. We're gonna get better and better and better.
I'm about 6 months out from losing my daughter. We're trying to get back, and then I watch this and I laugh. Probably for the first time in the 6 months. So that was the moment. It was almost like God patted me on the back and said, don't worry, you'll get through this.
And you prayed for me, and it was very fervent. And it was, I don't know if I was healed in those moments. And I don't think if I'd had the trauma course, I would have been able to do that. I would have lived the rest of my life with trepidation and worry.
In order to transform us into what He wants us to be, there's that event that has to happen. God doesn't intend for us to go back to being what we were. God intends for us to be who we are now, because that's who He's making us to be now. It's never easy. It's always painful. Nobody likes change.
When you go through a traumatic event or whatever it is, it tends to draw you into yourself. And so this class, I really appreciate it because it helped put things in perspective, not just out of your own head. So when you hear other voices that have been through things, you're like, oh, I thought I was the only one, or I thought I was the only weird one, you know. But no.
A lot of things that I brought up in these classes happened years ago, but still things would come up every once in a while to remind me of those. I think what I got out of Reboot, God was just reaffirming to me that everything's still okay, you know.
Yes, well, I'm glad I took this course that I didn't really want to take. But right before it started, like I told y'all, I realized there was trauma I needed to deal with. You're not going to be what you were before. You weren't meant to be the same because God is forging you into something new.
So when God signs off on something, it's a done deal. It's a done deal. And God has signed off on your healing. God has signed off on your wholeness. It's a done deal.